Hi, and welcome to On the Go Mobile Closings YouTube channel. Today's topic is all about what happens before, during, and after your first loan signing. Welcome to On the Go Mobile Closings YouTube channel, the channel for aspiring or seasoned notary publics, notary signing agents, or online notary publics. Remember to subscribe, like, and click the bell beside the subscribe button to be notified of future videos. Hi and welcome back. If you are new, I am so excited that you're here, that you found this channel. Also, I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. We have grown exponentially in the past month. Thanks to everybody who has supported this channel. You guys know that this means the world to me, that you are signed up here with me, that you're subscribed, and that you are able to watch all of my videos. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you like the content of this video, and if you want to leave any comments, or if you have any questions, or you would like for me to address any subject in particular, make sure you leave it on the comment section, yes, down below. Okay, you guys, let's get into today's subject, which is what happens before, during, and after your first visit. If you haven't watched my previous video, I'm going to link it somewhere up here. When you click on it, it's going to guide you through that assignment, your first assignment. And I do a rundown of the whole thing from the moment you get your assignment all the way to the end where you send your invoice. So if you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to watch it. But let's say you have your first assignment tomorrow. What do you do today? And what happens? Let's get to it. For those who know me, know that I love to make notes. So I have made a list of all my notes here. I'm going to move this screen in front of me so I can talk to you about it. The first thing I try to tell every notary public that consults with me is that you need to confirm that appointment. You need to, once you accept your appointment, confirm the appointment with the client. That lender, title company, or signing company expects you to contact them back and let them know that the appointment has been confirmed with that client. What does that mean exactly? That means that you're going to pick up the phone, you're going to call that client, and you're going to tell them the location, the date, the time, and the documents you are to be notarizing together. The client needs to confirm. My suggestion to everybody when they have their first assignment is take a deep breath, write down everything you're going to call for and ask, and do it in one phone call as professional as possible. So we need to make sure that when we make that initial phone call to that client, we're very specific on the things that we ask. So I suggest if you are new, make sure you write them down and say, first things first, let me confirm the date, the time, the location, and if the person has a valid unexpired ID. So make sure you make your notes and have with yourself a checklist for initial calls. If you are finding out the location of the signing, but you're not aware or familiar with the area or are not comfortable in any way, make sure you let the lenders know if you need to change the venue, whether that may be because the client is asking to close at a different location, or you personally know the area and you do not feel safe driving to that location. The next thing I will say is after you have confirmed that appointment and have confirmed that the client has a valid unexpired ID with them at the time of closing the documents or presenting the documents, make sure you have all your tools, everything you need, from your journal to extra ink or ink pads for your stamp, pens, even additional notarial certificates with you. The second thing I'm going to say, same to that or line up to that, is that if you review the documents ahead of time, you will know that the notarial language corresponds with your state. Sometimes if you're closing documents from a different state, that might be Arizona, Colorado, California, Oregon, Virginia, Those states have different notarial language than the one you have in your state. So know your state's regulation and requirements for the notarial acts. That is super, super important. Why do I say this? Because I have encountered documents where I review them and then I have to go back to that either lender, title company, or a signing company and let them know the notarial language is not in accordance with the Texas state law, and I will have to add a loose leaf certificate, or sometimes it has the wrong state and the wrong county, and I'll have to scratch it off, initial it, and put the correct county or state, and you will have to let them know that you are doing this. Do they authorize you to do that? It's important that you understand that all these things have to be discussed with either the lender, title company, or signing services. So, moving right along, we have all these things put into place. We're mentally ready. We have an appointment set up, and we're ready to go and visit the client. I always say, make sure your personal appearance goes in accordance with your job. When I go notarize documents for anybody, I don't know, I go with comfortable shoes, not high heels. I'm always with very comfortable clothes and clothes that doesn't show cleavage or none of that. Why is that so important? You don't know the person you're notarizing documents for. You don't know them at all. You are going to get a call from a complete stranger. You're going to go visit this person completely out of the blue, and you need to look professional, but you need to look comfortable and ready to play your part. You have to be aware of your surroundings when you go and visit clients. I'm talking about, I've visited clients in this area in particular because it is farmland. There's horses, pigs, dogs, ducks, chickens, cats, all kinds of animals, cows, you name it. I even went to a house where I had to wear my mudding boots with my clothes. I wore my mudding boots. I had them in the back of my car just in case. Yes, it was raining, but I had to put them on and I had to look the part. Why? Because you have to be prepared for whatever it may come. I've had homes where I do tell my clients, if you do have any kinds of animals, please put them away, and we'll need a clean surface to work with you. So they are aware to put away their animals. They're aware I'm coming. They're aware that I need a clean surface to sign these documents with them. And just in case, you take your pepper spray, because you just never know what circumstance. I've heard horror stories about dogs coming in and attacking notaries. That's just, I try to avoid those situations. So you need to be aware of your surrounding and where you are going. Once you get to the appointment, make sure that your client's identity is verified and that they have the willingness to sign those documents. Check always and confirm that the client understands the documents that they're about to sign and that they're signing them voluntarily. Remember, discussing sensitive information with the client. You're there to do one job only. You don't want to be doing the unauthorized practice of law. Sometimes comments like, wow, that's a good interest rate, can get you into trouble. You're not there to discuss that. Remember, if the client asks you the why, you're not there to answer the why. Your answer is to know the what. What is that document? Not why that interest rate is low or high. You're not there to answer any questions about the why, but the what. So keep that in mind. Be discreet when you have conversations with the client. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Please sign here. Thank you very much. This is this document. Explain the document if you are knowledgeable in it, or otherwise, please sign here. If you have any questions, please make sure to contact the lender or the title company that has sent us here to answer any questions for you. We can call them right now. I have the phone numbers here. Let's do that. Put it on speaker and have those conversations. Also, make sure how you handle the documents. At the time of the signing of the documents, make sure your surface is clean, you have those documents on the table, your hands are not dirty, and you are writing everything down on your journal. Make sure you prevent anything from getting lost from your packet. If you have a check from your client, I personally, if you haven't seen what's in my notary bag, I'm also going to link it on the card here above. I even carry individual envelopes for if somebody has a check to give me in regards to payment. I put it in that envelope, I seal it, and that goes with the packet. So you need to be prepared so you don't lose or damage any document throughout that process. Once you have seen that card and identify the person, make sure they are signing everything to their willingness, as well as administering any oaths that you may need to administer. I usually have a little checklist and I do a rundown of what I like to do when I sit down with the client. I have a certain way where I place my things on the table to where I'm comfortable and the client is comfortable, and that when they give me their ID, I put it to the side, I look at it, I look at him, look at the name, look at the documentation name, put it down, and make sure that I have everything I need. Make sure I have my journal and I do my entries correctly as stated. I do my signatures, my stamps. Don't forget to add your stamp to your documentation. But make sure that you have everything set up the way you want it. And remember to do your oath, and remember to record it in your journal. When you're done with the transaction, to ask the person to give you just a few minutes while you put everything away in an orderly way. You're going to check, triple check, double check, triple check, quadruple check that you haven't missed any of the signatures on the documents, any dates on the documents. Once you have that, what I do is check on everything one by one. Ask the person for 5 minutes, uninterrupted. I check on everything, make sure everything is done right. I check it again a second time. And a third time, just in case I put everything in order, I put it in an envelope in a bigger manila folder before I put it inside the bubble wrap or inside the FedEx folder. I do that. As soon as I do that, the next thing I do is put away my journal. I put away my stamp, my pens, everything. I clean the table out without forgetting nothing. Right after you have cleaned your desk, put everything away, make sure you thank the person very politely for allowing you to come into their home, and then you either go straight to scanning those documents back from your personal scanner or in your office, and following that, you either wait for the title company, lender, or signing service to give you the okay for you to go and drop the documents off. Remember, read your instructions. Those instructions will tell you if the scan back is just a courtesy scan and you don't have to wait for a response to take those documents to FedEx, or even if there's no scan backs and you just have to take the documents straight to the FedEx. Once you get to the FedEx or UPS, you can then request the person to give you a receipt. That receipt will be emailed to the signing service or title company, letting them know that packet is in the mail. You have completed your assignment, and I usually just send them back also my invoice as a reminder, as well as my W-9 since I have an LLC. After that, that is all you have to do for your assignment, and you're done. You just wait for payment. You guys, this is On The Go Mobile Closings. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to like and follow for more.